I think overall 2019 was a good year, but it was an interesting time, and I think when we look back on 2019, it'll be remembered as that.
2019 was one of the busiest years I've had here.
We did close a ballpark. The Texas Rangers no longer play at Globe Life Park, or at least we think that's going to be the case. Globe Life Field just caught on fire, so maybe they'll need to start the season at Globe Life Park again.
They say this was a tough one to fight.
It's over 100 feet. Where the fire was over 100 feet.
That's 100 feet of ladders, scaffolding, and all sorts of obstacles that come with the construction of a $1.2 billion stadium.
I can't speak enough to the men and women of the Arlington Fire Department who got up there and did this today. It's a long, hard climb up there to the roof of that building, and they practice on it regularly.
It took 34 Arlington firefighters 37 minutes to contain the fire.
The success of this fire today and getting it knocked out is based on the partnership between us, Manhattan, and the Rangers.
Like if you live in the area or if you drive by the new Globe Life Field, you're seeing it being built and it's looking really majestic and it's close to opening, and then like right under the wire, they have this fire. So I'll be curious to see if it does open when it's projected to in March.
I think for some fans it was a bit like Dirk. You know, you're saying goodbye to a piece of history. There were some great memories in that ballpark. The best teams the Rangers have ever had played in that ballpark. It's a beautiful park. You know, to see that chapter close is tough, but then again, I think some fans are ready for that franchise to be kind of renewed and reborn.
There's no way I can repay your support and your friendship throughout the years. My only hope is that you know that when I played, I did the best for my teammates, for this uniform, and for all of you.
Anybody who knows me knows that Adrian Beltre is my favorite athlete ever of all time of any sport. Where he was leading the Rangers was incredible. And again, such a fun guy to be around, one of the good guys, family man, and never got in trouble, stayed focused on the game, and he was just a lot of fun to watch.
As Adrian Beltre's number 29 is officially retired.
Yeah, I mean, that was all basically part of, you know, the final year of the ballpark, retiring Beltre's number, retiring Michael Young's number, and kind of bidding farewell to Globe Life Park by honoring some of their all-time greats. That was cool to see.
I'm so grateful for tonight. I know I'll probably miss the game. I'm gonna miss playing next to you, buddy. It was a hell of a ride.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about saying goodbye to a ballpark that hosted back-to-back World Series in 2010 and 2011. This is a ballpark that will always be at the heart of Rangers fans, and for good reason. They had some special moments for sure in that ballpark. Obviously, they would have loved to have finished off one of those World Series or both.
On the final off day of the season, an observation. It's funny how quiet a place can get when you consider just how loud it's been. We've seen so much history here.
Texas Rangers have their first World Series win in franchise history.
Well, there was so much hoopla when it opened back in the 90s. Obviously, the ownership that was there at the time.
I'm really proud of it. I'm proud of it for our team, and I'm proud of it for the community here. There's a lot of exciting things that are going to happen.
Ryan, the Hall of Famer, somehow knew we'd see perfection here.
Swung on, line to center. Greer is there. He's calling. He's got it. Hello, perfect game.
He knew we'd see big catches, big hits.
Moreland hits one to right. 3-run shot. 3-0 Texas.
And maybe bigger pitches.
Game over. Feliz slams the door.
You always remember those great teams, right? And the guys that help get you to that point. You remember the ballparks too?
Hope they beat the Yankees.
Before you can say goodbye, you need one final hello. Enjoy the game. Fans walked in with a wearable memory for a day no Rangers fan will ever forget. Kenny and Nolan to help send off a stadium in style.
Kobe, you're here!
I remember in '94 walking out that first time, just how great this was, 11 years old.
25 years later, the final game at Globe Life Park made official with the final page of the countdown banner peeled away, already looking to next year.
For me growing up, I always knew it as the ballpark in Arlington.
The Rangers is obviously one of my favorites.
And from up here, man oh man, has she caught some historic moments. Opening day flyovers. A trip to the World Series. 2 years in a row.
The loudness, the excitement, the confetti, hugging people you didn't know. It's definitely a different perspective.
But after 25 years of memories, her home is about to close.
A lot of good memories. It's going to be sad for sure.
She's not ready to say goodbye.
In practice, it's not actually the old ballpark. Like, it's not that old. But I will be curious to see if the crowds at these games just shoot up now with the roof coming.
At this point, the Rangers just need to start winning games.
Air conditioning will be nice.
The Texas Rangers are America's